Welcome to the Stories Cafe podcast, the espresso version of Stories Cafe, offering quick, enriching moments of reflection on literature, cinema, archetypes, philosophy, and the art of living deliberately. Just like a perfectly crafted espresso at a Parisian cafe, each episode is a brief pause for you to submerge yourself in something invigorating and fulfilling. I'm Annette Wernblad, course creator, internationally published author, and wanderer at heart. So, cozy up as we explore the powerful world of stories, how they shape our lives, and teach us the art of living deliberately. The next 3 episodes in the Stories Cafe podcast are connected. They were recorded a few years ago when I lived in Nice in the south of France. And what these 3 episodes are about is truly realizing that you are the author, director, and editor of your own life story, as well as being the actor and hero in it. They still seem very relevant because the world keeps throwing troubling and upsetting things at us. And during times like this, it is, I think, even more important to be constantly reminded that we always have agency in our own lives. We have talked in the previous episodes about how important stories are in our lives. And we've talked about stories in connection with literature, books, and movies, and in connection with songs. But as you probably noticed, I also mention travel and lifestyle. And what does that mean in terms of stories is that we are in our lives. We may not think about it that way, but we are the screenwriter and the director and the actor and the editor of our own story. And we probably don't think about it that way. A lot of the time, we just live on reflex. We almost live on a sort of autopilot mode. And I just wanted to invite us all to take back the actual power we have to create our own stories and to start thinking about our lives as those stories. And that means that rather than just going through your life by default, and letting outer circumstances determine how you feel and how you react and what you decide to do with your life, take back that power and start thinking about yourself as, if you're thinking a novel, you're the author of your own story. If you think about it in terms of movies, you are the screenwriter and the director and the editor. And so anytime you can stop and take back your power of your own life and say, have you started after the traumata that we've all gone through in the last couple of years? Have you started taking back your own power and living your deepest passion and your deepest dream? It's a little bit difficult to really start even feeling your own dreams. So the reason why I wanted to talk about that today is, first of all, I think it's important. And as I say, constantly all the time, we cannot determine how long our life is going to be, but we can determine how deep it's going to be. And we have been subjected to trauma after trauma for years now. And I think a part of us somewhere inside has gone into almost like zombie mode. And I think it is time now to really start thinking about ourselves, even under those circumstances, even when we're going through more difficult times, to even still, during those circumstances, think of yourself as the author of your own life and take back the creative control of your life. Next week, I'll continue and will tell you more about how I myself stepped back into being the author of my life and living my deepest dream after the trauma of the lockdowns. Thank you so much for joining me. I hope you enjoyed your espresso break and learned something new. If you're eager to dive deeper into the world of stories and ideas, be sure to hit the follow button in Spotify or the plus button in Apple Podcasts so that you get each new episode straight to your podcast app. You can also visit us at Stories Cafe. Just go to stories-cafe.com. There you can explore free content for a taste of what we offer, or if you're ready for more, a paid membership unlocks in-depth discussions full access to our archives, and a vibrant community of fellow story enthusiasts. I am so thrilled to have you here, and I look forward to welcoming you back to the Stories Cafe soon.